Welcome to this week's Thursday 3 from Loaf training. One area of customer service and 3 tips that you can apply straight away. So, what are we talking about this week? Well, this week it's all about dealing with difficult customers, part 2. So, there are times when you're speaking with customers and they have a need to make a complaint. And during those times, it can sometimes be a little bit challenging to stay positive. I think about a recent story where I was on a flight and there was a lady who was complaining about the food options. She wanted the vegetarian dish, even though she'd not ordered it prior to takeoff. She asked for the manager of the cabin crew to come and have a conversation with her, and I observed this situation from a distance. Now, what I thought was great about how the manager of the cabin crew dealt with it was that she remained positive, she had good positive body language, she agreed with the customer about certain things, and she certainly did a level best to try and help resolve the situation. Now, there have been circumstances or situations where I've seen or observed customers complaining, and I've seen the person who's dealing with the complaint either roll their eyes or look in a different direction or change their body language that makes it look like they feel quite negative about the whole situation. And that's not going to have a great impact on the customer experience. One thing that you must consider is the fact that when it comes to our body language, we do leak. What that means is that there are some telltale signs that people might see in your body language that makes them think this is not quite sitting well for the person. So, for example, one of the things that I used to do in the past is if someone was telling me something that was potentially quite negative, I might start doing this with my eyebrows. And that's what you call leakage. When customers are complaining, it's not something that I've done wrong myself. I'm the person that represents the company, and therefore the customer uses me as an outlet to vent their concern. Now, often I see people who might take things a little bit personally. And one thing that we have to remember is that the customer might be complaining, they might be upset about something, but that's not something that I need to take personally myself. They're not having a personal attack on me, even though it might feel that way in the moment. So when you're dealing with customers who are complaining or have a challenging situation, you've got to think about how I can remain buoyant. And one of the ways that you can do that is by having positive self-talk. If you say positive words to yourself and keep yourself in a positive state of mind, that will have an impact on how you come across. By doing that, you will appear more empathetic, you will show more understanding, you will look more professional, just like the lady on the flight that I talked about earlier on. So, what are the 3 tips when it comes to dealing with difficult customers? Tip number 1, consider your leakage. We all have telltale signs that demonstrate that something's not sitting well for me. So what are the things that your body leaks when you're faced with challenging situations, and how can you control that? Tip number 2, remember that customers aren't attacking you in a personal way. Yeah, you are the face of the company, you have to deal with that situation, and so remember, it's not a personal attack. And tip number 3, think about what you can do that can help you to remain buoyant and stay positive in that situation. A quick example might be, I often sit there and say to myself, how can I help in this situation? How can I help? How can I help? If I think like that, it keeps me buoyant and it helps me to stay positive.